First off, excited for this team to be 1-0. Because at the end of the day, it's about winning the game. And, we haven't had a good locker room for a while, so it was good to be in there and have an exciting locker room. And obviously, we didn't play very well. On offense, we played very poorly. On defense, we played great today. And on special teams, for the most part, we played really well. So we're 1-0. Half the country is not, or won't be by the end of Saturday. And so we'll go back. We left guys at home. We sat some guys that were questionable today, like Morgan Bressling, Scott Starr. So at the end of the day, we're happy to be 1-0, get back on the airplane, get home, get healthy, and get ready to start the conference play.
What are you going to do for quarterback next week?
Yeah, I mean, obviously a big question. I don't know that answer right now. We'll go back and look at it. I didn't think we played real well there today, and we didn't do real well around them, including myself. So it's not how you start the season. It's how you finish the season, and we got to make sure that we continue to improve.
Are you thinking you're going to play two guys though next
I had
week?
some more stuff there for you, so you interrupted me. I don't know that yet. We'll go back and see, and we got 9 days to figure it out.
What went into your thinking? Why did you go with Kessler, and how did you think he played specifically?
Yeah, it was very close, and going into that last week, they were neck and neck. And as we told Max, we felt that Cody had a little bit better week. Just a few things that he had done late in the week that just kind of notched him barely ahead. And like I said, we wanted to see both guys play. In an environment. Practice is one thing. We come in here and see how they would do. So we'll go back and watch it before we make any big statements.
Were you surprised that he struggled as much as he seemed to be?
Yeah, I was. I thought Cody had a phenomenal week of preparation, including the end of the week. Really lights out, and my anticipation was both guys would play great, and Cody'd go right in there and do really well. And unfortunately, that didn't happen.
How about Max? How do you feel like he did?
Yeah, I think his numbers probably aren't going to show real well there. But Nelson catches that ball at the end, and the numbers change really fast. So like I said, we'll go back and look at it. We didn't play well in general, and there's a couple plays that really blow the game open. There's just a couple of little things on a missed protection, a drop ball here and there that really change the score, and then it's more like what I think we would have expected it to be.
Were you hoping that this would be settled going into Saturday, that you wouldn't have to have a question about who's playing quarterback?
Definitely. I definitely was hoping. I was hoping that a long time ago to be settled, but that's not my job to just do what makes me feel good. I got to make sure that I'm doing what's in the best interest of the team, and I think that showed today. There was not an obvious number one out there today.
Did it seem like if we pick one guy, no matter who it is, the team would rally around them, or they seem to be the change in quarterbacks seem to make them inconvenient, even with the blocking, the catching, and all that stuff?
Yeah, I think that's a very fair question, but that didn't have anything to do with what we saw happen in that first half. We didn't execute very well. They knew, in the last 2 days who was the quarterback. They could tell by who was going in there, so they knew that which guy was starting, and I don't think that had anything, but I think it's a very fair question.
Why didn't you execute, or what do you think?
A lot of things. We dropped some balls. Marquise had some unusual drops starting right off the bat. He's probably 3 drops from having a pretty big day, and obviously that would have helped the quarterback's numbers a lot. And then we missed some things in the protection. The young left side there, which has done so well, missed some things in some communication in the 3-man front. And and credit to White. They played really hard on defense. They came out very aggressive, very attacking style defense, and had a good plan to also leave a safety over there to help on Marquise.
What about your defense? Did you think they were going to be that good that early?
Well, I thought this game was really going to play to our benefit on defense, and it's why we got to win the game. This would be a much different press conference if we lost the game, and so the feeling coming into the game, with their quarterback making their first start, the running back not playing, that we felt they would struggle against our front 7, and we'd be really aggressive in going after them. And that's what happened. A bunch of turnover, bunch of hits on the quarterback, and we were very aggressive. We put it on our players that we were going to continue to be aggressive throughout the game, regardless of what the score was. And I thought they really responded. And arguably the best player over there. We sat today, even though he probably could have played.
Why was the offensive line so poor tonight?
Yeah, I did. We didn't play real well. You know, we missed a couple things that really break a couple plays open, a couple run plays, and then 2 different pass plays that we missed a protection that, you know, really changed the outcome of the scoreboard.
I've got both quarterbacks right behind you.
Who was better? Which quarterback was better?
I'll have to go back and look at the film. You know, neither of them separated themselves, and I just thought of, you know, and we didn't help them very much. You know, you start dropping balls like we were, you know, that changes the rhythm. You know, and then we fumble and lose 10 yards on a fumble, and you know, have a couple penalties. You know, so we didn't help them, and obviously that falls on me.